We have indeed, and just in time to watch her finally carry on making her way towards Juma. Now there's a termite mound not too far from where she is, so I'm hoping, crossing fingers, that she's gonna go up there. Come on. Yes. Oh yay. Perfect. Now you see she's contact calling, and she's unfortunate there's a car that's close to us, but I'm sure they're also gonna switch up, and she's been calling for a little bit now, and I'm sure she's looking for the rest of the pride. There we go. It's not the loudest call she can make. Oh, you stunning cat, thank you very much. That is a very pretty place for you to lie in. Queen of the mound. Very leopard fashion of you, I must say. I'm afraid of talking too much because she is making contact calls, and it's an absolutely interesting sound, so I would like for everyone to be able to hear it as well. Seems she's definitely looking for some more lions, and not too far from here we had those lion trucks from the morning. There we go. Very faint. Now, I would assume that perhaps the rest of the pride is not too far, and maybe they split up during the night while they're busy hunting. Could be a reason for it, why she's all alone, but she's definitely, there are more lions somewhere, and that's what she's doing. She's trying to find out where they are just by making that soft call. It's going to travel. She doesn't want to fully roar and give her position away, but she definitely wants to pick up where the rest of the lions are. There she is. She's roaring again. It's also part of the reason why she's gone on the mound. Can you guys hear that? Where's the rest of your pride? Sinak, you're wondering what type of calls do lions make to communicate? Well, they have a varied range. The one that we're listening to now is called a contact call, and you will hear it in between pride members or perhaps a mom with a cub. And it's a soft call. They're just trying to find out where the rest of the pride members are, and they're trying to reunite, calling each other. It's almost like telling one another, come to me. Now, obviously, there's a roaring, which we heard this morning, tends to be more of a territorial call, just to call to... Oh, here we go again. To reinstate their territory and that they're in a particular area. It's a call that they make when they want the world to know that they are there. And then, of course, they make the snarling and growl noises when they're feeling threatened by either another lion, by another pride member, or when they're just annoyed with the cubs, or pretty much any other pride member. They just that, or, you know, humans, even if we go on foot and we find them, or any other creature, it's more of an aggressive, defensive, standoff call. This is also, with the roaring, one of my favorite sounds. I find it's such an endearing sound. It's like very intimate, very private sound that lions only make for other lions. The rest of the pride has gone off to now. There were reports of another lioness further south, but I cannot hear anything from where we are, and if she can, then she's definitely not that close to us. I think it's still going to be a while before you find the rest of your pride. Jane, you're wondering if we name the female lions. There are some of them that have got certain characteristics that stand out and then makes it easier for us to identify. Perhaps in the Nkuhuma pride we have Amber Eyes that has got those striking amber eyes and then she's easy to tell apart. But no, as far as I know, we don't have a specific name for every specific lioness. Just it seems that the ones that tend to stand out the most because of some sort of feature, then they almost get a nickname that refers directly to them. Either Amber Eyes, there's a lioness in the Southern Pride that's called Floppy Ear because she's got a floppy ear. And I think that's pretty much it. But we haven't assigned them, or I don't think they have been given names. Like, for example, the Birmingham boys have been given. I almost want to cry. She's so sad. Where's the rest of your pride? Did you get greedy and go eat by yourself and you lost them? Now it does happen every now and again that they'll split up, especially if they're hunting or after the rains, or perhaps if they were interested in one of the males. And I do remember a few days ago when Suku was particularly interested in one of the females and he was strailing her and, you know, just sniffing behind her back and so on. So I think one of them was potentially going into heat. I cannot recall which one it was exactly, but it could be. And Suku's not too far from here and he's just on Chitwa and we are pretty much on Cheetah cut line, so distance wise could be that they were together portion of the night and then they split up and Suku went and terrorized Tingana and then she's just now looking for the rest of the pride. Could be an explanation as to why she's by herself. Seems like Tingana is not looking. No, we're not going to Tingana, we're staying with the lioness. Was a bit of a glitch in the system there. She hasn't stopped calling. Now there's quite a difference in between the roar that we heard and Suku make this morning, just I think that was pure and utter frustration on his behalf, and the call that she is making. I wonder if she heard more lions. Where are you gazing around? Definitely not anymore. Right, I think I'm gonna try and just go a little bit forward and give us maybe a bit of a different angle, although this one is fantastic, but I think the one that I've got in mind might even work out a little bit better. So just bear with me for 2 seconds while we move our car. And we're still not gonna be in her way. Jimmy, you are asking how old do lions live for? Well, it depends if you're a boy or a girl. So lionesses tend to live slightly longer than what males do. They tend to live roughly on average until they're maybe 15, 16 years of age. And then the male lions, because they're constantly fighting, then they live until they're about 12. Now, by constantly fighting, I mean they lead a more violent life than some of the females, because not only do they have to hunt and fight for the right to mate with the females, but they also have to hold territories, and that means fending off all other male lions that might come around, and sometimes those fights can get very, very violent. So in general, male lions tend to live a little bit less than when female lions do. Now in captivity they are known to live over 20 years or so. I have a feeling maybe the rest of your pride is up there. That's where we saw the tracks. So perhaps you need to carry on walking. Maybe she's getting frustrated because nobody's answering. I love it that she's gone up a termite mound just like a leopard. Couldn't find Tandy, but at least the lions like us, Senza. Kristen, you're wondering if Nsuku is close enough to hear her. Well, he's close, but not that close. She would have to make a bit of a louder sound. If she started roaring, for example, then yes, he would definitely hear her, even if the wind is not that favorable to her at the moment. but their hearing is a lot better than ours, so they can, and also the noise can travel very, very far away. So if there are any other lions in the closest vicinity, I would say in probably about 5K radius or so, they should be able to hear her. Seems like our leopard is finally camera ready, so let's go over to Tristan and ask him if Tingana or Nsuku can hear the lioness.